guys, welcome to episode 33 of Mark Anthony's Music Picks. Today I'm going to cover some dub techno and techno releases that over the years maybe haven't gotten as much love as they should have, so I'm going to call it the overlooked or underappreciated episode. And I have 5 titles for you guys that I want to cover this week. The first one is one that I picked up. It's from 2010. It's by a producer named Alexander Ross, and the record is called Continental Drift. It's a really nice dub techno, like kind of tech house hybrid. Think of Delano Smith's Odyssey album, like that had some real shining moments on it, like that real like punchy Detroit kick drum. That fused with like real like drawn out dub techno sweeps. I don't know what else you want to call them, but really, really potent music. I actually had this in my want list for probably 5, 6, 7 years, and it just kind of like kept getting like pushed to the back of the line, pushed to the back of the line, and finally it came up and a seller had this and a few other items, so I picked this up. But highly recommend this. I was jamming to this all weekend. I feel like it's killer. Next title is one that came out in 2015, and it's on a label that was like a one-hit wonder. It's called Temple. The label's called Temple. The artist is called Variant. You can see like I kind of smudged the ink on here somehow. And the track that I like on here is called Hyperbolic Chamber, but the entire release is good. Hyperbolic Chamber is just like pure, like, it sounds like a Neil that pairs up with Donato Dazzi. It sounds like one of his records. It's like 110 to 115, real slow, and just like all haunted, like haunted house, warehouse vibes like throughout. And I think the Hyperbolic Chamber track is like 12, 13 minutes long, so it's something that you could play and just kind of like put it on cruise control and just kind of like set the tone for the night. Like 110 to 115, it's low energy. So I'm thinking like early in the night or real late in the morning when you want to like close it out, but really nasty record. The reason it fell through the cracks is because Variant there's the guy from Echo Space, Stephen Hitchell, he goes by Variant. This is not him. There's another Variant, and it's just 2 guys that I never heard of, and they put out this record as Variant, and they faded off into the night, and we've never heard from them again. But they kind of came in, dropped bombs, and left. Totally recommend that one. Next up is a 1997 record, and it's by an artist named M.A.M.P. And it's funny, when I listened to this, I found it because it's a Baby Ford collaboration, but I forgot that it was Baby Ford, and I was listening to the track Laguna Loon, and I was like, man, that really sounds like something Baby Ford would make, because it's like unashamedly experimental. Like, it's got a nice kick and this real like kind of industrial vibe to it in the background, and it's just 15 minutes long just because that's how long you wanted it to be. Really interesting techno. I feel like the minimal producers in the late '90s, like they just went for it. Like they weren't trying to like fit it into a specific niche or cater to a specific sound. They're just like, I want to make a record that sounds weird, and I'm just gonna put it out there and see what happens. And you know, records like this M.A.M.P, are the result of that. As far as Baby Ford goes, man, he's got some weird stuff, and some of it can be hard to listen to, but he's really got some killers too. I mean, check out the Westway EP that he put out. It's the one with the yellow logo on it. That track, the track Westway on there, it's awesome. It's probably his greatest hit ever. And I would say, like, if you want to just spend a night, go back through his back catalog and check out his stuff. All the way back to 1997, he was killing it, man. This one here, this one's weird, man. This is on a label called Northern Generals, another one-hit wonder, and nobody knows who the artists are. It's Northern Generals 001. I don't know if they just pulled some money together and made a vinyl or what. The track that I bought this for, you can see this is from Chemical Records, by the way. You guys remember Chemical? Like Chemical in maybe like 2012, 2010, man, they had everything, and their shipping to the US was so cheap. Like they were even beating Juno. So like there was a time period where I was just all Chemical all day, and I think they went out of business. Maybe they should have charged a little bit more for shipping. But anyways, I digress. The track on here that's awesome is called Didgeridoo. Like instead of like didgeridoo, the instrument, it's didgeridoo. And my theory behind this is that there was two guys sitting in a living room, you know, one on the couch, one on the easy chair, and they were probably like smoked out of their minds. And one of them played the didgeridoo, and then the other friend was like, "Oh man, that'd be sick if I put a kick drum behind it." Because if you listen to this track, there is literally nothing other than those two elements. It's true minimal. It's a didgeridoo and a kick drum, and that's it. Now, the didgeridoo does have a lot of variation in it. It's basically like a solo, and somebody just dropped a kick on it, and that's what you get here. The last record I want to show you guys is Dark Gray. And, you know, I'll be honest, I don't know anything about the artist Dark Gray, but the track on here that, like, totally crushes this, the track's called Silver Dub, and there's 4 versions of it on here. The one that totally crushes it is Quantek's remix on the A2. It is so, it's like peak time dub techno, and it's so energetic and catchy, and I feel like this one just totally fell through the cracks. I wouldn't have even heard about this if it wasn't for people on the Dub Techno forum sharing it when it came out, and this was all the way back in 2011. There's other cool versions on here too. So if you want like a really interesting 4-track Dub Techno EP, I highly recommend this, but I think the Quantex steals the show. That's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed these picks. Feel free to share anything else that's like along these lines that you think maybe I would enjoy. Just drop a link to it down in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Take care. Peace.